All right, everybody, I am back. This is Dorothy with yet another tutorial. I am going to show you guys how to set up the Wi-Fi and a few print settings for the Workforce 7210 printer. Remember, we did earlier, we converted the printer from a regular printer to a sublimation printer. All right. So what I'm going to do first is we have to get the drivers. Okay. The drivers. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. One second. All right. So I am sharing my screen. So the first thing you want to do is you can just go to Google and type in Epson 7210 driver. Okay. And once you do that, you want to make sure that you are on the Epson website. Okay. On the Epson website. So make sure that it says Epson right here. Okay. And so basically this is the one that I went to. I've already have it pulled up. Okay. So as you can see, you'll get to this screen right here. You want to, like, again, make sure that you are on the Epson support site. Okay. This is the Epson Workforce 7210. Okay. When you come down, the first one that's highlighted is downloads. All right. And then it's going to ask you about the operating system. Okay. So the operating system that I'm using is Windows 10 64-bit. Okay. It's already detecting the operating system that I'm using. If yours is not shown, you just click this button and you pick the operating system that you are using. All right. So right here it tells you what they recommend. They recommend that you do the drivers and the utilities combo pack. That's going to install everything that you need. Okay. Or if you just want to come down here and do things separately, the drivers and then the utilities, you can do that. However, I'm just going to go ahead and do the combo pack, right? So if you come over here, you click the button that says download. Okay. And then here you're going to get a file. You're going to get a pop-up. It asks, do you want to save the file? I'm going to say save file. Okay. And then it should be downloading in your downloads. I'm just going to click the downloaded file. Okay. And now it asks, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Okay. I'm going to say yes. This is the Epson driver package setup. I'm going to say yes. All right. Once I do that, it says this file contains the installer to obtain everything you need for your Epson Workforce 7210. I'm going to say okay to continue. All right. So it's doing its thing. All right. So basically, you just want to follow the steps. All right. Welcome to Epson Software Installer. We're going to say accept. Okay. So basically, here it's going to give you all the options that you need: the driver utilities, the user guide, customer research participation software. I don't really need all that stuff, so I'm just going to click off the guide and the drivers. I'm a workforce gal, so I don't really need the user guide, but if you're new to this, you may want to download the guide. I'm just going to do the drivers and the utilities. I'm going to hit install. Okay. So now it is connecting to the server. It says downloading the drivers, as you can see. So it is right now, it is in progress. Okay. Let me get back to it. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. So it is now downloading. We're going to give it a few seconds. It's 53% progress. So once the installation is complete, it's going to talk about the Wi-Fi settings, okay? Okay. Okay. All right, so it says next begin the printer setup. We're going to hit next. Hopefully you guys can still see my screen out there. Okay, now it's saying select your connection. We're going to do a wireless connection. Hit next. Okay, it says we're setting up the printer for the first time, or it says the printer is already on my Wi-Fi network. We set it up for the first time. I'm going to click next. It says select a wireless network to set up. First, let me make sure I'm sharing what I need to share. I think we're good though. I think we're good. Okay. It says select the wireless network. Hope I'm sharing everything. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop the share real quick because I want to make sure that you guys can see this. 1 second. Okay, so let me go to the installer because I want to make sure that you guys can see what's being shared. Okay. Okay. All right. So hopefully you all can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I think you can see it now. All right. So I'm going to go back. Okay. So basically when I got here, printer setup, you can see it now. It says connection. It says wireless connection. That's what we want. Okay. And then it says select the printer for the first time to be set up. It's already on the network. Nope, first time. Next. Okay. And then it says select the wireless network setup method. We're going to do using the control panel. Next. Okay. It says you want to know your wireless connection. This is the connection. Okay. And then it's asking you the password. Okay. And then it says start wireless setup. Okay. All right. So basically at this point is where we have to go to the computer to set everything up. And then once we do that, we'll come back to this part and I'll show you guys the rest of it. Okay. So stand by. I'm going to go to the computer and show you what's going on at the computer and we'll be back. All right, guys, it's Dorothy again. We're back. So we're back at the computer, setting up the Wi-Fi for our Workforce 7210. We've converted it to a Sublimation Printer. All right, so next thing you have to do is you have to go to your Wi-Fi on here. So you just use your up and down arrows till you get to the Wi-Fi. Okay, click Wi-Fi, and it says Wi-Fi Setup Wizard. Yep. And so what it's doing right now, it is searching for the wireless network. Okay, so it says please wait. Okay, so it brought up some wireless networks, and I'm going to see if I can find our network, and I see it right here. So you select your actual wireless network. Okay, then it's asking me to put in the password. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the password. Okay, let me see here. This one is a little bit different from what I'm used to. So let's see how we need to put in. Okay, there we go. So you just got to use your up arrow to get to the letters and the numbers that you need. Okay. So I'm going to hide this for a second because y'all need to see my password. So I'm putting all this information in. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to see how to get to the numbers here. Bear with me. numbers, where are you? Okay. So this is interesting. I'm putting in the numbers. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the numbers. My 7720 is totally different from this. So, okay, I'm gonna try this again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I see. All right, so I think we got it now. Yeah, with my 7720, which is the older model, it's a touch screen, so I'm touching everything with, on the screen. With this one, it's, just the buttons. So got a little bit of a learning curve there. Okay, then I'm gonna use this like a recycle button right here in order to go to the numbers. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, this one is totally different from my 7720. Okay, almost there. All right, let me check and verify that I have everything in here. I think I do. Okay. I'm going to click done or okay. And it says communication. Then it says setting up Wi-Fi. Please wait. So just remember when you are putting in your password, in order to get to the numbers and the letters back and forth, you're going to have to click this little recycle button right here. Okay, it says that my password failed, so I think I must put the wrong password in. So let me, let's try this again. So I'm going to try it again. I think I put the wrong password in. Okay. And some of this stuff can get a little tedious. You just have to be patient. Get back to my letters. Numbers again. Letters again. And then the last two are numbers. So get back to my numbers. All right, hopefully it works this time because I know that this is the password. I'm going to verify. All right, click done. All right, let's see what happens this time. I know sometimes our Wi-Fi internet, it goes in and out. But it says we're complete. Setup is complete. I'm going to hit finish. Okay. And it says that my Wi-Fi is ready to go. Okay. So that's it for that part. It's asking me, do I want to register Epson Connect and remind me later? I'll do all that later. So the Wi-Fi on the actual printer is ready to go. So the next part is going to be going back to the computer and setting all that up so that we can do a test print. All right, guys. So I am back, and we just went over to the computer, to the printer, and we put in all of the Wi-Fi information on the computer, got it all set up and ready to go. And now it's time to go ahead and finish up um, the setup. And so I actually already kind of have it going here. It's basically setting everything up. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen so that you guys can see what's going on. Okay. All right. Okay, so now what it's doing, it is finishing the setup here. Okay. So basically, it's saying select the printer you want to connect and click next. Okay. All right. And then next it says it's going to go ahead and configure the IP address and click next. And then it says that the setup is in progress. Okay. So right now it's just setting up everything with the drivers and everything. Okay. And now it says asking me if I want to do a test print. And I am going to say print a test page. And then we're going to see if we get something printed here. Okay, so I hear my printer in the background. Okay. It is printing out a test page. That way I know that the printer is good to go. As you can see, printed the test page. Okay. And it's still printing back there. So we know that we're good to go, really. Now it says it's checking for firmware. We're not too much worried about that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop my share real quick. Okay, so we got everything pretty much set up. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am just going to go in and just find a random picture to print. And I'm just going to show you the settings that I use when I am printing. So I'm just going to go to my Silhouette Studio and I'm going to find an image. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so I'm in Silhouette Studio right now, and I am going to just print. I'm just gonna print on regular paper because I just want to make sure that everything is good to go. So I want to print this right here in the settings that I'm using, just 8.5 by 11. Okay, so just showing you the print settings that I like to use. So I'm just gonna go over here and hit print. But then I'm gonna show you a trick. I want to name my printer as a sublimation printer, so I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, it looks like it's Epson registration page is coming up for me to register the product, which I'll most likely do that later. Okay. All right. So that took a little while for my print job to come up. So once it comes up here, I just want to hit print. Okay. And then I want to find the new printer. The new printer is a 7210. Okay. As you can see, I have a 7720. So I'm going to right click on this printer because I want to rename it, right? I am going to say, I'm going to put sublimation in front of this one here because I don't want to get the two mixed up. So I'm going to say sublimation only. And this is the set Workforce 2210. Okay. This is the one that's checked. That's the one that I want to use. Then I want to go over here to my preferences. First, let me make this one. I only want to do one copy. I'm going to go over here to my preferences. Okay. So the way that I like to print is I go in here and I add presets. Okay. So, but first what I'm going to do is I am going to print this on, I'm going to just do plain paper bright white. With our paper and ink, you really don't have to do premium presentation matte. Premium presentation matte really puts a lot of ink on the paper, but you really don't have to use premium presentation matte. So I'm just going to use plain paper bright white. We're just doing a test. And then I go over to more, and then I go to custom, and then advanced. And then I always change this to Adobe RGB, either 2.2 or 1.8. I'm just going to use 2.2. I'm going to click OK. I want to take the high speed off. Okay. And then I want to say mirror the image. All right. And then I'm going to add it as a preset. And I'm going to name this 8.5 by 11 sub RGB, say plain. Oops. I don't know how many characters it gives you, so I'm just kind of abbreviating. RGB 2.2. This just lets me know that, hey, this is for these settings. And then I'm going to click save. Okay. And there's my preset, right? So I'm going to close that out. I'm going to close everything out because I want to show you how that preset is there, right? So I'm back to this screen right here, hit print. Okay, I'm going to find my printer. As you can see, it changed the name, sublimation only, Workforce 7210. Make sure that's checked or highlighted in green. Go to preferences, and I want to select my preset. Okay, this is the one that I saved. That way I don't have to keep going in here, changing my settings other than if I am doing a different size. Just want to check settings have saved. The advanced should be on RGB, Adobe RGB 2.2. Just showing you everything is still the same. Then also you want to take the high speed off, and you want to, I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click print. Okay, and then we're going to see if our image prints. And depends on what it looks like when it comes out. You may have to push some ink through. You may have to do a file purge. But pretty much at this point, you should be ready to go and ready to start subbing, right? So let's see how this goes. I'm going to stop my share because we don't need this screen anymore. All right. So I'm just waiting. Okay. And it's going to print, depending on your Wi-Fi speed. Sometimes ours is a little bit slow here in the office, but it should be getting ready to print here very soon. Let's see what's going on. So, yeah, it is now printing. Now printing over there, and then we're going to see what it looks like. And like I said, you may have to do a little bit of maintenance, depends on what the print looks like when it comes out. As I stated in a video before, you do not want to do too many print head cleanings because the print head cleanings are going to fill up your maintenance box. All right. So I suggest pushing air through or doing a purge, a file print purge. Okay. Okay. So this is our print. It looks good to me. Of course, this is on plain paper, and you know, it's gonna look a little different when you get to your you know, your sublimation paper. But I just want to show you guys it's ready to go. It's real simple. You know, we went from the beginning, you know, setting up the ink cartridges to purge to priming the ink to putting the original cartridges in, then putting the replacements in. Went through the Wi-Fi settings, and we're good to go. We're good to go. Now I do see a couple of lines in there, but that just basically means that I need to push the ink through, and we will be doing a video on that as well. But this is Sublimation ink, and I now have my my Epson Workforce 7210. It is ready to use for sublimation. All right. So guys, this is Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Dorothy with the blank spot. We're located at 9330 North Road, Columbia, South Carolina. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, and tune in for our next tutorial. You know, we'll let you guys know what's going on, products that we have in stock. Of course, we use our own ink, like the blank spot ink and paper. Okay, so check us out for that and more tutorials. Okay, that's it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.